HelpmeApp, a public safety app to respond emergency messages from users concerning occurrences in need of immediate aid to the general public, targeting social issues, police, and healthcare, among other required scopes. Author: Wilfredo Antonio Francisco de Oliveira. YouTube channel: W Oliveira. Email: w.oliveira2022@hotmail.com. Contact call: country code 55. Area code 21. Telephone number and WhatsApp 9855999423. Author's main credentials: 2003 in Texas, as a Quality Assurance Systems Analyst. Working for EDS Engineering and Logistics, Government Solutions Department. 1998 in Texas, as an Application Consultant for Mainframe Computers. Sabre Inc., assigned to the Flight Planning Department. 2015 in Rio de Janeiro, as an Information Analyst. Working for the 2016 Olympic Games Organizing Committee, as a Logistic Consultant for the Arrivals and Departures System. 1988 in Texas, as an Application Consultant for a TPF Mainframe Operations System. Working for American Airlines, part of the Direct Canair Development Group. Other companies: Embratel, Brazil; Varig, Brazil; VASP, Brazil; HP, USA. Currently retired by the US and Brazilian Social Securities. The HelpmeApp application is designed to be used mainly in mobile's operating system platforms such as iPhone, smartphones, Windows Phone, and furtherly developed also for Mac PC, Windows PC, and all other portable devices, palms, tablets, etc. Once is to be ready anywhere, anytime for emergency help messages. The HelpmeApp application will operate in a technical pattern similar to WhatsApp, but with functionality values and general popularity quite distinguished from this world-famous application, because it will not be used for fun purpose and ordinary messages, but for basic public safety utility, engaged with institutions in charge to take care of the common citizens and all the danger at large they may be threatened of. The HelpmeApp app. Let's imagine the case of a gun assault to a public transportation. Let's imagine the case of a gun assault to one or more passenger. As a HelpmeApp user, we'll open the menu options in the application, and with just a tap on the assault icon, would trigger an emergency alert, which implicitly would send a message preset to the 911 number reporting this kind of emergency. One or more passenger. It is quite common to a rape not be reported immediately or as soon as possible, resulting in contamination of the crime scene, compromising the evidence collected. In these cases, the application HelpmeApp could be triggered on the possibility of the victim be able to do so or by eyewitnesses nearby, timely with a simple tap on the icon, rape, for which the due alert will be raised following the standard procedures, as mentioned earlier in this presentation. It is quite common to a rape not be. Different kinds of fire accidents may allow firefighters to have them under control or not. It will depend of their intensity, and time is the keyword in order of saving lives, houses, buildings, belongs, etc. We can say that is a type of accident in which HelpmeApp would be double, triple, or more useful. In this case, the fire icon would be available from the menu options to trigger the related alert. Different kinds of. Many people become fatal victims of sudden illness, due to lack of a timely medical attention, situations that a life is lost just few minutes before paramedics arrive at the accident scene, because they weren't noticed as quick as possible. The waste of time taken to pick up the phone, provide address and describe the whole scenario of a victim of sudden illness, can be a precious time spent. Only few seconds is what you spend to report such emergency case simply by using HelpmeApp application to communicate with the 911 number. By clicking on the icon, medical emergency, ambulances can immediately apply to the location informed due to the automatic delivery of the address where the victim is. We could enumerate a relevant amount of different emergency cases: drownings, air disasters, heists, terrorist attacks, riots, accidents with cars, trains, buses, etc., etc., etc. For all these cases, the HelpmeApp application will be available to attend promptly in a real-time way, providing more security to citizens, workers, and families. The HelpmeApp application may be developed for specific versions and implemented to meet public institutions and private companies' requirements. HelpmeApp application in its most diverse platforms must be developed in high-level programming languages, object-oriented and, with all the processes created, reviewed, tested and audited by expert and experienced consultants in order to cover all the basic and advanced needs required by their users, according to its pre-established design. Many very well-developed applications fail due to operate under weak infrastructures, quite limited to support them. As HelpmeApp must operate using a real-time featured response time, inbound and or outbound messages must go around servers and devices not exceeding much more than 0.3 seconds. So, in order to reach this performance, besides developing very good programs, all infrastructure complex must be of last generation or adequate to the number of users hanging on servers and controllers. Many very well developed. Amid the new trends of information technology professionals, the IT consultants represent today a vital role, given the failures in projects of high costs, which have become real fiascos, due to inconsistency between what was requested by the client and what was really developed. It's been some time already that many companies, mainly those from developed countries, are using a kind of IT consultant resource known as quality assurance experts, who are consultants with experience around 20 years or more in application projects to guide all the work and ensure that all requirements will be accomplished up to the final delivery. Without this guidance, programmers and systems analysts tend to lose the reference along the development timeline. Once the initial guidance is given, the IT consulting finds himself facing the new goal to ensure the client that he/she will get what was requested. This is the phase of planning the entire project, which will be driven by systems analysts and programmers, meaning that to each process or program developed will be applied a proper logistics, revised and tested extensively in all the possible operating angles, including the so-called negative impacts tests, to already predict several adverse circumstances, prevent they occur the minimally possible after implementation. All work carried out in the systems analysis and programming area are legally treated as intellectual products, in which the diversity of ideas need to be discussed and mostly respected. A project as the HelpmeApp application will need professionals mainly with experience in the area of application development for global location via satellite, GPS, who will share their work between consultants and programmers. Programmers or developers are IT professionals in charge of turning out practical all-project operational target through the automatic processes they develop, via a proper programming language, under logistic orientation of consultants and information analysts. Mostly, the number of processes are big when developing an application like HelpmeApp, and even a good programmer may get lost amid the task's timeline. As already mentioned in this presentation, the best a programmer cleverly develop the processes in order to implement an application, there will be no good results if the equipments used in the infrastructure, network, servers, controllers, cables, etc. are low quality or obsolete. Roughly compared to a buggy engine trying to pull up an 18-wheelers over the hill. As already mentioned, besides a good infrastructure installation along the application software, expert and experienced professionals are required as well to actually preset all infrastructure equipments. Besides, as a good infrastructure, choosing the proper database and good management professionals are also very much important. As a consultants and information analysts are in charge of managing all steps of the project through managing reports and operational tests after every process is delivered by developers, besides estimating all new steps, sharing the information with all colleagues involved into the project. They also must care about user training, creation of operation manuals and all details until the final delivery and implementation. A project such as HelpmeApp usually does not exceed 18 months if a good and qualified number of professionals are contracted to work, besides a proper environment and equipment's availability. Thanks. We appreciate your attention and make ourselves available for any questions that may be necessary. Yours sincerely, Wilfredo Antonio Francisco de Oliveira.